fellow budgeters, my name is Brandy and you're watching From Debt to Dreams, and on this channel we're paying off over $400,000 worth of debt, but don't you fret, way more than half of that is our mortgage. Today we're going to do our very first cash unstuffing, and so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this an unstuffing, and then we will talk about our debt update. So this is kind of like going to be replacing my month end. So yeah, so let's get started with the unstuffing. So we're going to start in our green binder, and in groceries, we ended up spending $608.56. So we're $8 over budget, but we are going to, take that money out of gas because I just need to make sure that I have enough money for the groceries for this next pay cycle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86. So we should still have $600. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 600. So that's good there. Okay. So then we need to go to the gas, and I keep that in my miscellaneous envelope right now because I don't have a gas envelope quite yet. And we spent $175 in gas. Well, okay. So we spent $165 in gas. We're going to up that to $175 to help account for some of the change in some of these places, and also the extra $8 from groceries. So we will do 100, 20, 40, 60, 75. Let's just count that. 1, 20, 40, 60, 70, and 5. Okay, sorry about that. My mother-in-law called. Okay, so we took 175 out of here. Bill. So, I'm sorry, I hate doing math. So I should have 225 left. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. 225. Okay. Sorry about my squeaky chair. All right, so next is school, and we spent $28.84 at a field trip for Colin, but we are going to take $30 out to pay for that. So we'll do 20 and 30. So let's see, 20 and 30. So we should have 193 left. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. 193. All right. Nothing in Scouts this time. Nothing in Sadie. Takeout. So we spent only $54.98 in takeout. So I am really surprised by that. And so I only need 55, 20, 40, 60, and then we'll take $5 back. Okay. So I should have 185. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 85. 185. Perfect. All right. Nothing in fun. Prescriptions was $35. $20, $30, and $5. So we have $15 left in prescriptions. Okay. Clothing. I bought myself some new clothes, and so because I am going on a missions trip in March. Nope, in May. And so I need new clothes for that. And so this is $55, and we're putting all 55 back. So we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. So we got nothing in clothing. So hopefully we can get a savings challenge done soon. All right, and then the last is we're gonna go back into miscellaneous, and we spent, well, we didn't spend, we bribed our son. No, we didn't really bribe him, we awarded him, let's just say, with, and I have no ones. It's okay, I've got one somewhere else. We awarded him with a slushie after a baseball game, and so I need $7. So here is 10, so I need $3. Or I know I have a lot of ones in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, back to miscellaneous. So we should have, wait. We put $5 in there. I put $10 over here, so I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7. So we should have $13 left. 1, 2, 3. Yep, okay. Almost screwed that one up, my friends. All right, and that's the last one for this binder. And then we are going to go into birthdays, which is in our pink binder. Because we ended up buying Joshua his birthday present. All right, and we ended up spending $25.61, and so we're gonna take $26 out of here. 25 and 6. All right. And so now I should have 119, 20, 40, 60, 81, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Perfect. Okay, and that is it for the unstuffing. Since we are here, why don't we try to do a little bit of cash condensing really quick? And maybe not, actually. Let's see where we have a lot of ones, so we can get some ones out of the system. We have a lot of in here. Actually, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that on camera. It's going to stress me out if I do cash condensing on camera. I know that I love watching cash condensing videos, but it stresses me out to do it on camera. Okay, so we should have $983 here. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, whoops. There's a $100 bill right there. So it should be 400. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. 20, 40, 60, 83. 20, 40, 60, 84. 20, 40, 60, 80. 480 in 20s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 1, 2, 3. 1, 9, 83. Perfect. Okay, so all that is going to go back to the bank so that I can make a payment or pay off the credit card, not just make a payment. Okay, so then what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our cash envelopes and we're going to get the balances we need for our net worth tracker. And so I have 600 in groceries. School is 193. Scouts is 165. Sadie is $50 cash. Haircuts is 70. Takeout is 185. There's nothing in fun. Prescription has 15. Clothing has nothing. Miscellaneous has 13. And gas has $2.25. So we, in our cash, like rotating cash envelopes, we have 15, 16. All right. And then in our other sinking funds, we have birthdays has 119. Gifts is at 20. Kids sports has 10. HOA has 70. Pest control is at 450. Car care is at 120. 10 for Charlotte FC. $256. It says $456 in here if you're zooming in or anything, but there's $200 that is in the bank, so I need to not count that. So in this pink binder we have $10.55. In our purple binder, oh gosh, I hate this tracker. 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 70, 89, 60, 1, 2, 62. Okay, and cash emergency fund has 118. Extra escrow has 3. Extra utilities has 55. House projects has 3. Jason has 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Jonas Brothers has 3. Myers Trips has 3. Utah has 3. Year-end giving, I don't count into that. So we are at $13.69 so far. All right, and then in our annual fees binder, nothing in any of these. We have 75 in tax prep, 264 in Jason's licensure, and I wonder if that includes the 200 I have in the bank. Yes, I believe it does. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. Yes. So I needed minus 200 because that money is already counted in the ally number I have right there. Okay, vehicle reg is 177. And then all of these should be empty except for water filter, which has 10. Okay, so in all of our cash sinking funds, we have 1645. All right. So for our assets, what I count, we had $4,914 in our credit union. That includes our income account, what's in our checking, our expense account, what our kids have a little savings account in there, and then our emergency fund savings account. So altogether we're at $4,914 plus $1,516 of our cash envelopes, $1,645 of our cash sinking funds, and then in ally we have $1,742.78, which puts us at $9,817.78. I have the debt stuff covered up because we'll just do it now. That's fine. I had it covered up because I didn't want to well, anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. I really hope my phone is still recording. Yes, I am. Okay. All right. So for my student loan, we will see all of these balances when we go over our debts in the next, really soon, but altogether we owe $420,244.98. So when you do 420,244.98, actually, sorry, you do your assets, your minus your liabilities. So 817.78 minus 420,244.98, we are at negative $410,427.20. Holy moly. How is that possible? So from last month, we were at 415, 472.76, and now we're at 410, 427.20. So we have increased our net worth by $5,045.56. That's amazing. That'll probably change and fluctuate because the way we're doing our cash stuffing and unstuffings and stuff now. So, but that's kind of fun to think about that. All right, so let's look at our debt progress. Oh, in Christmas, I have $600 in Christmas. And so we get to color 12 icons, 12 icons. So you see how we're doing on this. Okay, let me do my coloring right quick and I'll be right back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do the major first. Okay. Our emergency fund, we had to use $260 of that for the electrician. So our balance now for our emergency fund is, should know this, we just looked at it. All right, our balance now is $1161 plus the $118 we have in cash, so we're at $1279. So we're down here now. So we need to keep getting there. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. In March, we were able to make another $360 payment. That is a $180 regular payment and then another $180 extra payment. My husband is taking part in a medical research thing for a new medication, and he gets paid every time he goes to the doctor to visit, and he made enough doctor visits to make an extra payment to our debt or our loan this month. And so we are at $20,981.68. So we get to color in 5 of these beautiful succulent leaves. So I'll be right back. All right, there we go. For our debt consolidation loan, we made a regular payment of $942.91, which puts us at $60,746.16, which means we have filled this one out last month. So we get to color, each of these spots equals $9.17, and we get to color in 37 of them. So let's count those out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. All right, we're back. Perfect. I don't like the way these, like, I got these highlighters a long time ago from the Budget Mom. They're perfect for highlighting. They're not very good for coloring. All right. And then with my husband's student loan, with our refinance, we paid $492.91. And I think that was just paying for the interest that accrued in March, or in February and March, since there was no payment in February. So we're at the same balance, $65,982, which was kind of a bummer. So we don't get to color in anything there. For our mortgage, we didn't remember, but our mortgage is at $272,535. And the next one we can color in is $272,464. So we are just like $100 away from being able to color in a new space in our mortgage tracker. So that is really awesome. And unfortunately, we don't get to fill in on one here because that's at $419,255, and we're sitting at $420, right? Yeah, $420,244. So we need a whole $1,000 for next time, and I just don't know if we'll make it, but we'll see. So we're not going to do a category breakdown because I'm not exactly sure how I want that to look next year, or not sure how I want that to look when I'm doing my budget breakdowns, but let's do this really quick. So, okay, this is how I've been keeping track of some things, and I'm going to do this right here really quick. So we are at 420,244.98. Okay, so our interest in February was $1,511.20. So remember, we did not make a payment to the student loan for my husband because we refinanced it. And so this month we paid $1,924 in interest, and that's because we did make that payment. So in February, our debt was $421,434.17, and this month our debt is $420,244.98, which means that we paid a total of $1,189.19 in principal. That is amazing. That's amazing. And that's all I have for our March budget closeout and / unstuffing. That's all I got. So yeah, I hope that you come back and join us for a Wizarding Wednesday video that'll happen next on Wednesday, obviously. And in there, I will give you updates about Charlotte and give you some pictures from our trip, because there are a couple of pictures I can give you because I intentionally took pictures without my kids' faces in them so that I could share them with y'all. Anyway, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one on Wednesday. Bye.